Can you like give us a short, brief introduction of this show?
So the show is Australia's Thunder from Down Under. It's an all-male, all-Australian dance review. Yeah, we're up there active, flipping, dancing, having fun, getting interactive in the crowd for about an hour and a half. Taking our clothes off and making sure everyone in the crowd has as much fun as we do.
Not all the clothes, might I add. So we go down to about a thong, and a lot of other routines we're down to boxer briefs. And yeah, as Alex said, it's super inclusive. So we like to pull people up throughout the whole show. We've got 4 different main routines, and then we've got a couple of sub routines, and we try and bring as many people up on stage and incorporate as we can. So
really try to bring as many as people on the stage.
Yes,
we want full involvement from everyone in the crowd.
I think the most different part compared with this kind of show in Asia and in the US is you guys have a lot of interaction with the viewer, with the fans. I think that will be very interesting. So can you guys tell me something about what made you become a performer at this show? What's the journey look like?
The journey for most of us, I think, I mean, neither of us were dancers before this. The journey for me personally, I mean, I was a tradie back home and I sort of just knew someone that was in the show and they were looking for some more guys, and I put my hand up. So they like to keep it.
A big part of it as well is because almost all of the cast members have been hired from Australia, is the travel aspect of the show. Get to move to America, experience the culture and the lifestyle here.
It's kind of an adventure.
Yes, yeah. So it's a new line of work. It's a new place, a new spot to call home. And the tours are great as well because we get to come and see other parts of the world.
So far, did you enjoy everything?
I love it. It's been 5 years of travel for me, and moving out of Australia, it's been one hell of a ride.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
So how long have you been, each of you, how long have you been joined this amazing team?
We're actually joined reasonably close to each other.
About the same.
Yeah, so I was 2018 and
2018.
Yeah. But yeah,
like 5 years.
Yeah,
a little period of lockdowns. We weren't able to do shows in Las Vegas, but that came back quick enough.
Yeah.
And it's 2021.
Would you say the biggest challenge for you guys is traveling, or
that's not a challenge at all. That's the fun. That's why we all.
That's the fun part.
Paid to travel the world and dance for millions of people around the world. I mean, it's great.
If there's one challenge to the job, it's very physical. We do a lot of shows in Las Vegas, 12 per week, and it can take a physical toll. It's very active, very very involved show on our end, so it can take a physical toll, but otherwise it's the easiest job ever.
Yeah. So that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys need to like special routine training in order to keep shape?
Well, I think everyone that joins the company, that's kind of their background anyway. We all like to stay in shape. I mean, that's why we get the job. But when you first get here, you go through quite a hell of a boot camp. And the first anywhere from 2 to 4 months of learning the show is pretty much back-to-back rehearsals all day, and then you're at the show at night. So it's quite intense when you first get here.
Yeah, as non-dancers, that's probably the grueling part of the job is the training period. A level to being able to do a full show.
So what's your daily routine look like?
Because we're on the nighttime schedule, as like a lot of the people in Vegas are, it usually starts with a bit of a sleep in by most people's standards. Finish work at maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's an option. Wake up, get a big hearty breakfast in. Got to make sure you're eating enough calories to get through 3 shows that night. Often it's straight to the gym from there. Wake up, go make sure the gym's done for the day. Other things we got to think about is the tanning and the grooming, making sure everything looks clean and tidy on stage. Trying to make sure you got enough time to cook all the meals and a gym session.
Yeah, can't go in there looking homeless, so gotta stay on top of it.
Well, that sounds actually a lot of a job. Can you tell us more about what's your favorite part of this show, or what's your favorite performance, or which dance, or anything you can share?
Which dance? My favorite myself. I think we've all got our favorites, and it's usually our solos because that's what we spend most of the time sort of practicing. So mine would be GI, or I do a couple of different solos, but my favorite one is GI. So what's up?
How about you, Alex?
Yeah, definitely in terms of doing the show, that's the most fun part for me, is getting to have that solo routine. You're the only person on stage, and bringing the girl up and having that moment on stage is where a lot of the fun comes from.
We get photos with everyone in the crowd after every single performance. Also, after the night's done, we go out, we do autographs, we get to meet everyone. I mean, that's an amazing part in itself. So you get to go out and meet, a couple of hundred different girls, usually all around the world as well. We get to meet them and get to know them a little bit better. The
rewarding aspect of the job too. There's like Dan says, all types of people come to the show. And recently, actually, we got some feedback, but it's definitely a pattern and happens all the time. Is someone in the crowd who was not feeling so confident, within herself, came to the show, ends up on stage, and gets made to feel special, or gets made to feel like, she was the one that the performer was looking at and brought on stage. It gives her that confidence boost, and she walks away from the night holding on to it and takes the opportunity, and can improve her mindset or frame of mind going forward as well.
Wow.
You do affect people's lives, like day-to-day lives, just giving them that confidence to, attack what they're going through in their personal life, because, we try and make everyone feel as loved as possible when they come to the show. So, we try and make a difference. Just taking their clothes off up there, we're making friends as well.
For us, we do it every day and it gets normalized, but every day we see those same reactions from people that are gasping, crying.
Laughter as well. We don't take it too seriously. We're up there. It's tongue-in-cheek fun. We're just typical Aussies, just having fun up there. We're not trying to be too sexy or trying to be too cool. We want to be having fun with everyone in the crowd.
Just be real, be real on the stage. You enjoy the show, and then they were enjoying the show.
It's like when you go to a party and you're in the best mood out of everyone at the party. You're the life of the party. That's what we try and be.
So do you have the most special moment ever happened on the stage, you won't forget for your life? Both of you were like
There's some you forget because it's possibly bad, and there's some that you remember that are good. Do you have one in mind?
Just a moment, or even it's a girl, it's fine. It's just something happened. It's just wow, this is, maybe it's funny, maybe it's scary. It's okay.
I had an embarrassing one when I was still pretty new, and I was doing a Tarzan routine for one of the first kind of times. And there's this big cape that comes with it. It's like a furry tiger looking cape. And I walk out thinking I'm, all macho and Tarzan in this cape. And then I realized people are starting to point and laugh at me. And then I realized the guys on stage next to me are all looking at me funny. I'm thinking, what's going on? And I thought, kind of just kept going, doing the routine. And then I take the cape off at some point, and I look down and I realize it's covered in all these dry cleaning coat hangers. It's probably got 20 of them all stuck into the fur. I don't know if someone did it intentionally or if it just happened sitting around the change room, but
it was probably a stitch up knowing the boys backstage.
Yeah, someone's gone too late at that point. I'd already been waiting for 60 seconds on stage, and everyone's like, what's this guy got all the dry cleaning trash on his coat for?
For me, I'd probably say the most memorable thing for me was a show probably back in 2019. There was a particular lady that came, and we pulled her up on stage for one of our routines. And as she got talking, it came to how old she was. She was 102 years old. So that, for me, 102 years old. So that's always one that sticks in the mind for me. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of stories, but that to me, a 102-year-old still coming, still having a blast, that to me was pretty special.
Dan, that was my life goal. I'm gonna leave 100 years old and go to your show.
Yes, I'm gonna hold you. I think the oldest that has been to the show was either 103 or 104.
So have you guys ever been to Taiwan?
I have not.
It'll be a first for me as well. Yes.
Think about the food. I want to talk about the girls in Taiwan.
All right, so tell us more, please.
Have you ever met in Taiwan girls in the
very
show?
Occasionally, yeah.
Very occasionally.
That's what I was gonna say. Often very shy, very polite. Whereas American girls are crazy. They're up here all the time. My impression of doing shows in Taiwan is that it's going to be, people sitting back in their seats, politely clapping, and being much more restrained is how I'm
Well, I think the culture in the US, because I know that if you're going to marry, you're getting married, right? So your girlfriend will take you to, the show to enjoy your last as a single lady. So that kind of culture in Taiwan, we don't have that, unfortunately. So I think like most of the girls in Taiwan, they don't have experience of this kind of show. So they will be very shy and polite because they don't know where they can touch or, what should they do? What should their reaction? So I would encourage you guys to be more like active, gently aggressive.
We've got lots of experience with pulling girls out of their shells. So we'll be very...
We have to make sure the host knows to tell them they can touch.
I think everyone should take a shot before they go into it, right? I'll be the crazy one, so I'll be like, me.
We'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, I will definitely be the girl to demonstrate it's okay it's okay to have fun. It's okay to have your desire.
And as well as people who come to the show, maybe they've been dragged there by a friend or they just got tickets because they were on sale somewhere. If they don't know what to expect, they're often like, oh, this isn't really my thing. They'll come out of it being like, that was totally not what I expected. I didn't think it to be that style of show. I thought it was going to be sleazy, and then they really enjoy themselves. So yeah, I think we can often take people by surprise. Yeah, we'll be looking out for you, Gina. You're in trouble if we spot you out there.
Learn some pickup line.
All right, teach us a pickup line. Let's do it.
你很
正。
Yeah, 你很正 is you're hot.
你很正.
你很正, which means you're cute. You're kind of cute. You're
bring that one.
We got it.
Those.
Have you ever dated with your friends before? Or like date?
Yeah. I mean, you do.
Oh my God, I love this question.
I don't.
In Vegas, we're meeting the fans every night, and there's always girls who want to get to know you better and spend some more time outside of the casino where we perform. And for us, it's work. So we're there every night. There's, you can't go out and party every night. You can't go out to the nightclubs and keep the party going every night. But definitely sometimes those invites will be taken up and go and spend some time. If you find the right person at the show to go and get to know a little extra better.
Are you guys single?
Yes.
Ever been to propose from a fan?
What kind of proposal? Yeah, what kind of proposal is that? Get a lot of very forward girls come to the show, so yeah, we're always having a good time and
kinds of offers, all kinds of suggestions.
What was the weirdest, strangest invitation or offered for you guys?
I don't know if I can say that on a podcast, to be honest.
To be honest.
One night in Vegas, I had a lady who'd been to the show many times, and she was, in her more senior years, probably somewhere past 70, slipped me a couple $100 and said, "Are you coming up to the room in the hotel we're at?" I was like, politely, no, thank you. I will be going home from here, but thank you anyway.
But some people that have come to the show hundreds of times. Yeah, I mean, we've got one fan in particular. I think she just come for a. I think she's coming for a 400th show on my birthday, actually, because we got a similar birthday, and they become friends of the shows, every time they're for 23 years though. But yeah, 400 shows she's come to. And I think that's a testament to the show and to all the boys in the show. Is it is a fun time. It is something that they can come back to because it's just fun times. It's like you're going to a party and having a fun every single time you come.
Different something going on, whether it's someone in the crowd to watch or something different going on stage. For us, at least, every show feels different.
But because we get a different girl up, like the girl's not a part of the show. The girl is just a random person in the audience. So every time you bring a girl up on the stage, I mean, they don't know what's just about to happen to them. So it does change every single night. So if you do come to the show multiple times, you will see something different every single time you come to the show.
We'll have girls come out in Vegas, see the show for the first time. And then in a city like Vegas, where there are so many things to do at night, dozens of shows those bars, clubs, they'll come back the very next night. They want to spend, they might have 4 or 5 nights in Vegas and they spend 2 of them at Thunder just because they get hooked.
Yeah. We'll be on the crowd constantly going to different girls, getting on them, giving them little lap dances, giving them hugs, giving them, a kiss on the cheeks. I mean, we are as incorporative as you can be in a show like this. I mean, people as we can. And I mean, it's not just women that come as well. We're not, there's men that come to the show. There's, we're not just the women's show. So
couples.
Yeah, there's couples that come. There's
Dan. Yeah. And as I was saying before, make sure you come with a smile on your face, ready for a good time. Bring your girlfriends, bring your partner, whoever you can rope in, that's down for a good time.
You won't regret it, guys. Probably we're going to be having a couple of drinks with everyone.
Will all the girl try to get you drunk? Like
I don't think
that was my plan. Do you have any message to the viewer or to any of our fans or any girls in Taiwan who hasn't know anything about this show?
I think our message would just be, if you're on the fence about coming, give us a go. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a party atmosphere, and you're going to walk out of there with a big smile on your face. And it probably
super excited to come over there. For us to, for me personally, I haven't been to Taiwan, and I love Asia. So I've traveled a lot through Asia, and it's one of my favorite travel destinations in the world. So I can't wait to come over there. I can't wait to dance. I can't wait to perform for you guys. And more importantly, I can't wait to get to meet all of you. So after the show, please stick around. Come have a drink with us. Come, have a chat. We're going to be there for a while after the show. So really looking forward to it.
Yeah, buy a ticket, get a drink at the door, and come and say good day to us at the end of the show.